Hello dear all. Now we were going to do the hard problems for areas of plane flickers. First of all, we must know two methods. The first method we are going to call is the spickling method. That means we are cutting this into two parts, and you have two areas that we can use the formula for it. Because this is a trapezium, we can find out the formula for it. And we have the rectangle, triangle, not rectangle. So we also have the formula for this, so we can add them together. For the other one is the called the filling method. Filling method, obviously, you know that we can fill a triangle, that we can use the triangle formula. And also we know that this may be a rectangle, maybe a square, but we know how to calculate this, and we can minus the triangle. So we have this formula in primary school, so we will use these in this chapter once again. But first of all, I will also use the teaching example only. For the other questions, quick practice, please do it by yourself. And I will only show the answer. Make sure that you know how to do this, okay? Okay, now let's have a look at the teaching example. I'll give you 15 seconds for you to read the questions. And also you can do it. Okay, now I will do this question. So first of all, if you want to do it, I hope that you can do it. So please pause the video and finish the calculations. And after that, you can check the answer with me. Okay, now I will tell you the answer. So if you do not finish, I repeat once again, please pause the video. Okay, now I'm going to calculate part A. Part A is going to calculate PQ. Okay, now like the last video, I have given to you PQ. 5 minus 1. Okay, immediately. 4 units. Okay. And then for QR. 2 minus -4. As soon as possible. So this is 2 plus 4. This is 6 units. Okay, now you will see the area immediately. I will do part C. I will not do the part in the page 2. So part C, the area is equal to 4 times 6. Then it's 24. Please pay attention. What is the unit for it? This is called the square unit. Okay, this is the question 1. No difficult. Okay, now if you have any problem, please pause it, because I will go to the quick practice and I hope you can do it by yourself. Okay, now I will go to the quick practice. 10.7. Okay, I will pause. I will stop it for 15 seconds. So please read the question carefully, and I hope you all can do it by yourself before I tell you the answers. Okay, now I will tell you the answer. So if you do not finish, please pause the video. I repeat, please pause the video. Okay, now we will have this one. We are going to calculate the AB and BC. So AB, I will not show the calculation. 5 units. BC, 10 units. Okay, finally the area. 50 squared units. Okay, now I will show this for you. Okay, now please check it. Okay, now I will go to the question teaching example 10.8 now. Okay, now this time I'm going to calculate the area of this one. Once again, let me draw the height of this triangle first. Okay, now once again, I'm going to draw the height of this. And we have the S here. A new point. So we are going to find out the coordinate of S before you're going to find the area of it, because S and R will make the height of this triangle. Because we have the PQ as the base and the RS at the height. So please, I give you 15 seconds. Please tell me the coordinate of S. Okay, now the coordinate of S is, if you do not finish, please pause it. And now the answer is PQ are the same vertical line with S. So -3, -3. So S is -3. And then horizontal line, 1. So this is -3, 1. Okay, now I'm going to calculate the area of the triangle. So first of all, I'm going to calculate the base, is PQ. So PQ, you have 3 minus -5. You have 3 plus 5, negative and negative equal positive. So you got 8 units. Okay, now for SR or RS, RS is the height. You have 1, 1 are the same, so you only have the 3 minus -3. So that is 6 units. So the area, I will have 8 times 6 over 2. We can do the cancellation because this is multiplication. 2 and 8 equal 4. So you got 4 times 6 is 24 squared units. So this is the area of question of the teaching example 10.8. Okay, now we will go to the quick practice 10.8 by yourself. Okay, this is quick practice 10.8. If you do not understand how to find out the coordinate, because this time you will see the base, obvious, is DF, but the height is missing. So please draw the height and then tell me what's the coordinate of the height. Maybe you can add a point G so that you can find out the height that is GE. Okay, now I do not tell you anymore. I'll give you 15 seconds. Please find out the answer and I will tell you the answer later. Okay, now I will tell you the answer. If you do not finish, please this time pause your video. Please pause the video. Okay, now we are going to have, I will not tell you the point, maybe some DF for GE or EF for DE. This time I will only just write down the base of the triangle. This time base is 7 units. And for height is 8 units. And the area is 28 square units. Correct or not? If no, please try once again. I will stop it for 15 seconds. If you have any problem, please do it once again. If you still have any problem, please leave comments, or even you can ask me after you come back to school. Okay, now please pause the video if you do not finish. Otherwise, I will go to teaching example 10.9 now. Okay, teaching example 10.9. Okay, this time I'm going to find the trapezium of PQRS. This time you will see the one that I gave to you. You have some square here. And this time we do not have the square once again. We are going to calculate the height of this one. This is the trapezium. You can say PS is the upper base, QR is the lower base. But this time this one is not a straight line. So we must draw a height for this trapezium now. So I put down the camera and I will draw the height of it. Okay, the height. Okay. Okay, we call it the coordinate of t. So can you tell me what is the coordinate of t? 15 seconds. So once again, this is a horizontal line. T, P, S are the same horizontal line. We see 5, 5 in the y coordinate. So obviously, T must have a 5 here. So what about the vertical line? T and Q are vertical. So this one must be -4. So you got -4 and 5 here. So you will look at the video for this one. So you find the height QT is -4.5 with the T coordinate. Okay, now I'm going to find the upper base and the lower base, and also the height, and then find the area of the trapezium. Okay, now I'll give you 15 seconds for you to find the calculations, and after that, I will do it for you. Okay, now, I will do it for you now. I will do it for you, and if you're still not finished, so please pause the video, and I will let you to do it. After you finish it, please replay the video once again. Okay, now we're going to find the PS, QR, and also the QT. That is the upper base, lower base, and also the height. Okay, PS. 25 are same. 4 minus -3. Negative and negative, positive. 7 units. Okay, now QR. -2 and -4. Which one is bigger? -2 is bigger because it's the right of this one. -2 minus -4. Minus and minus, positive. 4 minus 2. This is 2 units. Every time you calculate, the length must be positive. If you find something that is negative, that means you calculate wrong, or maybe you mix them up, the bigger one and the smallest one. So make sure that you get it correct. Okay, now about the last one is the QT. It's the height. Okay, up. Let's press the paper. QT. Up. QT. So QT, we have -4, same, we have 5 and -2. So obviously, 5 minus -2. Negative and negative with positive. You can 7 units once again. Oh, I think that you got a decimal number for the answer. Okay, now we'll look at this. The area. Upper base plus lower base times this one. Okay, unluckily, we cannot do cancellation 7 and 2. We cannot cancel this because this is positive. We do not do cancellation with positive signs in primary school. We only do the multiplication. So we can only cancel this. We cannot cancel this. So what can we do is just add them together. 9 times 7 over 2. Once again, 2 and 9 cannot cancel. So what can we do is 63 over 2. So the answer is 31.5 square units. Or you can leave this one. I will accept this as answer also. So this is teaching example 10.9. So I will leave it to you and you can try the correct practice 10.9 now if you finish and you don't have any problem. Okay, now I focus on the correct practice 10.9. So now please do it. Okay, now once again, please do it by yourself in 15 seconds. if you do not finish, please pause the video. Okay, now I will tell you the answer. So, if you do not finish, once again, please pause the video. Okay, now the base this time, I will just say write down the base is 5 units. I can tell you it's obvious. I can look at it in a very clever way. Which one you would choose, PS or QR? Obviously, I will choose something, but not the other one. Okay, what about the height? The height, I will not draw the height for you, so you must draw it by yourself. The height, in case this is 9 units, I can read it immediately from the figure because there's some clever way. I hope that you can find it. 9 units. Okay, now last one is the area. 5 times 9, that means this is 45 square units. Okay. Okay, this is quick practice 10.9. So find a careful way. I give you some hint. You can look at the QT, and also you can look at the quick practice 10.9, the height, and also the height in teaching example 10.9. There are a little bit hints for you. Okay, now we will go to the teaching example 10.10. Until now, we do not do any splitting methods and also the filling method. Now, we will have it. First of all, let's look at the teaching example. What will you do is the filling method or the splitting method? This one is not obvious. But I can tell you, the splitting method is much better. Because look at this, this is -3 and this is -3. That means this is a vertical line. You can cut it here. Not every time you will get the same number here. For example, this one, you will see you cannot cut here something like this because we do not find this number. But this one, they have the same number. So we'll cut it here. Okay, let me use a ruler. And now please look at this. Okay, now after you cutting it, you will find some problem. Because if you cut it like this, you will find you have to find the area of these two triangles. Obviously, PR is the base. But we cannot find the height of triangle PQR and also the height of the triangle PSR. So let me do something to draw the height also. T, and also this one we call it U. Okay, now we look at the figure once again. You will see this time I will choose T and U, so maybe better I write T here and write U here, U here. So that is for you to easy to read it once again. For T, I give you 15 seconds for you all to find out the T and the U, the coordinate of both of them. So make sure that you know how to do these calculations. Okay, now please find T here. For the T, you will see -3 and -3 with the vertical line. So obviously, PTUR are the same straight line. So -3, -3. Okay, for the vertical line. Okay, for the horizontal. So T and Q are the horizontal line. So the Y, so this is 1. For this one, U and S are the same straight line. So you have -1. So you can find it immediately. Okay, now please use these 2 points and find out the area of this quadrilateral PQRS by yourself. Okay, I'll give you 15 seconds. If you cannot finish, once again, please pause the video. Okay, now if you could not finish, please pause the video. I think that most of you cannot finish it, so please pause it. And I'm going to calculate the area of it. So first of all, I'm going to write down the P, the area of the base. They have the same base is PR, so I calculate for both. PR, -3, -3, same, don't use it. 6 minus -2, negative and negative, you have positive, so you got 8 units. So for QT, you have -5 and -3. You have 1, 1. They are the same, so we use -5 and -3. Which one is bigger? Once again, -3. I hope that this is my third time asking you, so I think you can handle it well. So negative and negative, you got positive. +5 minus 3, so this is 2 units. Okay, now the last one, last but not least, SU, you have 2 and -3, so you got 2 minus -3, negative and you got 5 units. So we finish all the calculation, and we are going to find the area of the figure. So immediately both of them are do it together. We are going to calculate the area of the triangle PQR first. That is 8 times 2 over 2. 8 times 2 over 2. Plus triangle PRS. That is 8 times 5 over 2. So once again, times together. We cannot do the addition. We cannot cancel it, but we can cancel 8 and 2 with 4. 8 and 2 with 4. So you got 8 plus 20. That is 28 squared units. Okay, now let's look at this question once again. If possible, you can look at the quick practice 10.10 once again. Okay, now it's the time for you to do the quick practice 10.10. So if you still have any problem, please pause the video and read the question once again. And otherwise, we'll go to quick practice 10.10. Okay, now please find by yourself. Once again, this one, you will use the splitting method. This is the hint for you. Okay, which line you're going to draw. And then I'll give you 15 seconds to do the calculations. Please pay attention. It's difficult for you to find the heights of DEC triangle DEC. So make sure that you know how to do this. Okay, now please pause the video if you cannot finish. I think that it's a little bit hard for you all to finish in 15 seconds because most of the time I cannot do it, but to save time in this video, I must do something like this. So this is not your fault because I must use the limit time to teach you. Okay, now I will stop here. So I will do the answer for you all. So please pause the video before you finish. Okay, now I will just write down something like this. The upper base of the trapezium okay, I choose AB as the upper base. Okay, this is just the tips, okay? So this one is 3 units. Can you find it out? And CE is the lower base of trapezium. Trapezium in Chinese is called 太阳, okay? I hope you all know is CE because I've told you. This is 5 units. Okay, the height of trapezium The height of trapezium is 3 units once again. Okay, area of trapezium is 12 square units. Okay, this is the first part of it. Okay, now the base of triangle. Okay, I can copy some of that. The answer is 5 units. Okay, the height of triangle and tell you immediately that is 4 units. 4, I write clear for you. And so the area of a triangle is 10 square units. Okay, now finally the area of the figure is equal to 22 squared units. Okay, now I hope you all can calculate this. Okay, I will now pause it for 15 seconds and we will go to the last part of the questions, that is the filling method. Okay, now if you do not finish, please pause the video. If you have finished, we will go to the teaching example 10.11. That's the last example for this video. Okay? Okay, unluckily, this is the last video, the last example for you, or this is not last video, we will have another video for you later. Look at this one. You have going to calculate the triangle PQR. Obviously, you will use the PQR, and then you find something that with the height of this. But unluckily, you do not know how to calculate the QR, because in this chapter, you are only required and you are only to learn it to calculate the horizontal line and also the vertical line. We do not know how to calculate something that which is not horizontal or even not vertical. And it's so difficult for you, but you may learn something in Form 3 with these two points, the distance line and find these 2 points. But I can tell you, even you are in Form 3, you are still use the method like me teaching you now, because for Form 3 students, this is really hard to calculate. So we will not do something like this. It's really stupid. Even in Form 4 and Form 5, we will not do something like this. We will just find something horrible way. So this time I'm going to tell you, I'm going to draw, I will use a stupid method for you all. In case someone can use the clever one, I will only teach you a stupid way. But if you want to know the clever way, I will tell you later. Okay, now let me draw the figure first. S, T, and finally this one is called U. Okay, this is a stupid way. We are going to fill it to be a rectangle, and we minus 1 triangle, 2 triangle, and 3 triangles. But the careful way, I'll tell you now is that you are going to fill it to be a trapezium. In Chinese, 太形 once again, but not a rectangle. But I will not tell you what you can do to fill it like a trapezium. You can find it by yourself. Okay, the tips is that I have already drawn this trapezium in this figure. Okay, you can know it and find it. But I must tell you that you are going to use that the way that I teach you once and many times again. That is that I'm going to find out the coordinate of U, T, and S. This time is much difficult because we do not have enough information. We do not have 2 points together, so we must guess one by one. Okay, now I give you 15 seconds. You can guess all S, T, U, the coordinate of it, and I will tell you immediately. Okay, if you are not ready, please pause the video now and until you finish this question and find out all these 3 coordinates. And now I will tell you the answer of these 3 coordinates one by one. Okay, the easiest one is T. Because why T is easiest one? Because T will be, okay, the positive part of X and the positive part of Y because it's on the right and on top of it. So these 2 numbers must be positive. So which 2 numbers you're going to choose is that, okay, a tricky way. This is not a good way. -3 and 7. This is a horizontal line, PT. We must choose one number from here. T can only be positive. So what can we choose? It's only 7. So we choose 7 here. But we can use a normal way to explain it because we can like this. Because from 0, we go up 7 units, go upward by 7 units to P. And for T, you also go upward by 7 units to T. So that means upward is about the Y coordinate. So we use the 7 here and 7 here. Okay, now what about the X coordinate? If the horizontal line is the Y coordinate belongs to represent the Y coordinate, so we will go to have the X coordinate must be 2 because look at this. For 0, you go to the right and get out 1, 2, and we also have the same way to S and also the same way to T. So this one must be 2, 7. So this is T coordinate. Next. Obviously, because I've told you the S will also go to the right by 2 units, so this is 2 once again. So what is the Y coordinate? That means this is the horizontal line once again. This is -1. It's obvious because you go down to -1 and go down to 1 units, go down 1 unit, so you got -1 for S. Okay, last part of the U. So once again, horizontal line, UPT. They have a 7, so you have 7 here. QU is a vertical line. They will have the same X coordinate, so you have -5 here. So we write down all these 3 coordinates, and then we can find the area of this. It's a little bit long, but we must do it. First of all, I'm going to calculate the area of the PQST first. So this is the rectangle. So first of all, I'm going to calculate the PQ. Not PT. This is the UQ. Because this is the straight line. -5, -7. So you have 7 minus -1. Because -5 are the same, and 7 and -1 are different. So we use the biggest one, the bigger one minus the smaller one. So you got 8 units. Okay, next we will go to PT. Oh my, not PT, UT. Obviously, it's so difficult for reading. So please pay attention. UT 2, 7, -5, 7. We neglect 7. We'll go to 2 minus -5. So this is 7 units. 7 units. Next, the area. area of the rectangle UQST. Okay, well, QSTU is okay. QSTU. So you get 8 times 7. You get 56 square units. Okay, one by one. Next, I'm going to calculate the triangle PQU. Okay, PQU. So first of all, I must find the base and the height. The base is PU. -3 and -5. -3 is bigger. Minus -5, you get 2 units. The height is UQ. I have found it, UQ 8 units. So the area of triangle PQU is 8 times 2 over 2. That is x squared units. Okay, now next, I found UT. Okay, no, I did not find anything. So I will find the area of triangle QRS. Okay, QRS, obviously PT, UT is equal to QS. So QS equals UT equals 7 units. Okay, now I'm going to calculate the RS only. RS is equal to 3 to 2, same, 3 minus -1. 3 minus -1, so this is 4 units. I do it quick. So finally, the area of triangle QRS is equal to 7 times 4 over 2. So you got, this is 14 square units. Okay, last but not least is the PTR, the triangle. Okay, unluckily, we do not calculate any PT or TR, so we calculate one by one. PT is equal to 2 minus -3, so you got 5 units. And also TR is equal to 7 minus 3 is 4 units. And the area of triangle PRT is 5 times 4 over 2. This is 10, okay, square units. Okay, one by one. A little bit long, but we finally finished the answer. So, area of triangle PQR, okay, I make it bigger, equals 56 minus 8 minus 14 minus 10. So you got the final answer is 24. 56 minus 14 is 26 minus 10 is 46. 46 minus 8 is 38. 36 minus 14 is 24. So this is 24 square units. Okay, so we finished this question. So let me stand up and I show the answer for you all. This is the whole question for the whole answer for these questions. So you must find a careful way to use a trapezium, but not to choose a rectangle to find the area, and then you will find that you have one area of triangle less to calculate. Okay, this is teaching example 10.11. So I will finish here, and now you can pause the video so that you can calculate the quick practice 10.11, or I will make it bigger for the quick practice 10.11 later, for after 5 seconds. If you really want to look at the teaching example 10.11 to do quick practice 10.11 now, please pause it. Otherwise, I'll make it bigger. Okay, now I will make it bigger. Okay, now this is time for you to calculate the quick practice 10.11. Once again, I will give you 15 seconds to calculate this, but unluckily, I will not tell you anything, and I will just write down the answer, the area of it only. So make sure that you know how to calculate immediately. Okay, now this is the end of this video, and I will tell you the answer for this area is, I just finished the calculation for the x squared unit. Okay, now please try hard to find the answer for this, and I will not tell you how to do this question. I hope that you can calculate by yourself. If you still have any problem, please ask me after. I hope that we will see soon. And wish all you have a good health. Okay, now this is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.